Yes, it is early, and yes, it is dark, but we just got up and we need to finish packing and head to the airport because we head home today.
As you can see, it is the next day after the travel day. We have arrived back home in northeastern Pennsylvania, USA. I can say I miss being in London. That was a great vacation. I loved just about everything about that city. Literally within probably 20 minutes of us looking at the subway maps, we had the entire city figured out. We knew how to get where we needed to go, and if we didn't, we just pulled up Google Maps and it helped. So we did have an international data plan while we were there, so we can use our maps, and that's why I was posting to Instagram a lot. If you ever travel, definitely get an international travel plan. It was 100% worth the $10 a day. But a little bit about the travel day coming home and why I'm filming this the next day. It was a long day. We got up at 5 a.m. London time, which is midnight East Coast time here in USA. And we did not get home until about 6:30, 7 o'clock local time here in northeastern PA. So if you take that into consideration, we were traveling from midnight to just about 7 o'clock. So we had 18 and a half to 19 hours of travel time. The worst part was getting on the airplane to leave London. The ground air conditioning unit did not work. So it was extremely hot in that plane. It was literally so hot, I was nodding off. I didn't pass out like from heat exhaustion pass out, but I was just tired and it was so hot I passed out. Like I conked out. I woke up probably 20 minutes after takeoff. Virgin Atlantic has a really, really good movie selection. They had Logan, I watched Passenger, John Wick 2, I was watching Hacksaw Ridge when we landed. I watched Rogue One. At least one other movie. I watched a bunch of movies because it was like a 7.5 hour flight. Just made it back to Port Authority. We thought our bus left Port Authority to Scranton at 3:55. It left at 3:15. We got there at 5 to 3. We did not have time to get food, which really sucked because I was starving at that point. They fed us on the plane, but plane food didn't do anything for me really. So by the time we got home and started doing laundry, I had to call and order pizza, and it was blazing hot here. Put in air conditioning. It was a long, very long day. So needless to say, I didn't want to film anything or even this outro when I got home. Just really, really, really tired. But to wrap up the London trip, it was great. I would go back right now, even though it would be like another 19, 20-hour travel day. I'd get back in a plane and head there again. The only thing I honestly missed the entire time I was gone was Oliver and Bella. Missed the kids so much. I loved London. I got to hang out with Marius. Finally got to meet him in person. So Marius, thank you for meeting up with Amy and I, showing us around, hanging out with us, taking us to Brighton. We were talking about going to Brighton as one of our possible day trips, and it worked out because if you're unaware, there was a bombing at the train station in Brussels, and Amy and I were going to go to Brussels on Friday, but instead, because of the bombing, we went to Brighton. Now, Brighton was one of the locations we talked about going. We were either going to go to Brighton, we're talking about maybe going to Manchester, and Liverpool. We were talking about maybe going up to Liverpool, but we ended up going to Brighton. It was a shorter train ride, really. It was like an hour and a half train ride or so. I think Manchester and Liverpool were close to like a 3-hour train ride, but we went to Brighton. So Brighton Beach is what you would have just seen yesterday. That was the last day. Great time. Super windy. The water itself, though, I went and stuck my hand in the water. The water was not nearly as cold as I thought it was going to be. The air temperature that day was probably in the 70s, but I probably still have it. You could see I have snapback burn again, and my chest is all burned up. It was so windy, I had to keep turning my hat around backwards because I was losing it. And even though it was sunny off and on, we still all three of us got pretty sunburned. But Brighton Beach was a good time. If you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All your information is right here below. If you have any questions you would like to hear me answer, go ahead and drop that in a comment below. I will be collecting them for a future Q&A. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for your next video. Good night.